Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I have played or did a tour for you guys. But today, we are going to finally tour my project that I've been working on for literal months. As you can see by the cherry blossom behind you and the date in the corner, we are still technically in spring. I really like the cherry blossom aspect to this island, and you're probably like, Cat, which island? If you can tell by the flag in the corner and the outfit I've got going on, we finally finished the Cat Box Kingdom Island. This is what she looks like in all of her glory. Here are all of our babies. We are eventually going to be removing a couple of them eventually, for future islands, but these are our babies. As you can see, there are some on the beach. That is because I didn't really have room for them, and you'll see why. My favorite part of this island or this map is really the cute little kitty cat paw in the top left corner. It was so cute. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. Um, Terraforming may look a little chaotic. You'll understand once we actually do the tour of the island. But our villagers are Pearl, Raymond, Lolly. I say her name like that all the time. Olivia. Oh, Olivia. We've got Cat on. Perfect. We've got Mary, Bob, Tom, Kitty, and Mo. Would love for you to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. That way you can be notified every time I post one of these fun videos, as well as giving this video a like and leaving a comment down below of what island theme you would like to see me do. Our next island theme we already have figured out. If you aren't a part of my Twitch, you should definitely go check my Twitch out. I also have a whole bunch of other links. I've got TikTok, Instagram, I've got a Discord. Um, all of the things you can think of, all of those links will be down below. Yeah, let's go ahead and get to and tour our island. I'm so proud of it. Alright, so when you get out of the airport, you're immediately greeted by BMO. Let me know, by the way, down in the comments if you've ever watched Adventure Time, who your favorite Adventure Time character is. My husband's is BMO. I think my favorite has got to be Cake. I love Cake so much. She's so fun. Alright, so you gotta go over the bridge, and you are greeted by this little area. And you're greeted by this, like, fork in the road. So you can go either direction. Like I said, it is the Cat Box Kingdom. If you've never seen Adventure Time, I highly recommend looking into it. It is just this really random episode about literally a cat and a box kingdom. So that's why you will kind of see cardboard box stacks and everything kind of just scattered throughout the island. I also, if you've seen Adventure Time, you know it's pretty heavily got a lot of like natural effects to it. So you'll see kind of here when we do the tour that around my kingdom, quote unquote, is like a whole forest because that's kind of how the episode was set up. I was trying to set it up. Obviously, it's not going to be a perfect match replica, anything like that by any means. It was kind of just my personal artistic take on one of my favorite episodes. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and and I will let you know the whole thing just kind of goes in one big circle, so everything connects eventually. Anyway, so we are gonna go left here. Go ahead, we can take a sit. Look at the little birds in the background. They're so cute. But yeah, you keep walking. I will say, if you want to get any photo ops, you can kind of wander through the forest. I will say I tried my best to keep you from the beaches because if you know me, if you aren't new to this channel, we are very anti-decorating our beaches. I don't have it in me. I will say for my next island, I probably will, just because it is summer themed and it is Friday the 13th. So it is Camp Crystal Lake, so it's kind of like I feel like I probably should incorporate that. But yeah, I did leave a little bit of a gap only because I wanted Tom to be able to come up through here instead of just leaving him stranded on the beach. I will say you've got a couple fun little photo ops. You can sit here and do a fun little photo op. You will see in the back, though, there is a special character. You will kind of see scattered throughout the island that there are a couple different members of the show on our island. And obviously, I will leave a link to my Pinterest as well, where all of these codes are currently located. That way you guys can use them too if you want to do a fun little Adventure Time themed island. But yeah, you can come up through here. Here's Marceline. I know her face is missing. Luckily, you can go up most of the cliffs. You can actually go up. So if you wanted to take a picture, there you go. You can be Marceline. So yeah, there are cutouts throughout the place that you guys can go take photos in. But yeah, anyways, let's get back to the path real quick. I know you guys probably saw a quick glimpse of Jake. Here is our Able sisters. We've got a lot of different Adventure Time themed outfits / attire. And I will obviously leave these codes as well for you guys. We've got Jake the dog, umbrella, sweater, the dress I'm wearing, so you can be Fiona. You got this cute little raincoat, which honestly I think I'm going to keep for any of my island themes because it's so cute with Finn and BMO. And then you got this really cool sweater. It's got Jake on the back, Lumpy Space Princess BMO, and Finn. And then in the back you got the t-shirt that a certain bubblegum princess wants to pretend she doesn't still have. Anyways, alright, go ahead and head up here. So yeah, we've got our first villager's house here. That would be Lolly. We've got Lolly's house here first. She has a little farm. It reminds me of the episode with the little guys who thought, it was like that when Marceline was turning into a human again, and they all thought she was some like venomous beast. It was actually like the vampires. Anyways, got a little stand. You can buy some fish, some adult juice, all the things in between. Could you not? He's my least favorite NPC. I've got to be honest. Him and Zipper, my two least favorites for sure. Definitely not a fan fave here. Anyways, you come into another fork in the road. You can go left or right. We are going to go left here. As you can see on the map, that is where our cute little foot is. Up there you will see the Berry Princess. Yeah, so we'll go all the way up. Up here is Olivia's house. Just something super cute, simple. I thought her house would just be really cute, tucked up back here in the corner. So I will say most of the villager houses outside of Raymond's doesn't really have a purpose. Honestly, even Raymond's doesn't technically have a purpose. I just wanted to put his house somewhere because I felt like I haven't really utilized his house before. So yeah, and you're probably gonna look at it and be like, that's not his actual house. I did redo the exterior. You'll see it when we get to the castle, but I feel like for me personally, when I do castle builds, I always try and put at least like a house or two in there to fill up the space, but also kind of act like another room you can enter in the castle, kind of like that. I know it probably seems silly, but that's just kind of what I do here. We just stay silly here. Anyways, you come over, and you got tucked back here in the corner with the Lumpy Space Princess. You got Nook's Cranny back here. You can go back here to the secret beach. There isn't anything special to it. I also never decorate my secret beach, like, ever. I can't get behind the beach decoration movement. I can't. I know some people love incorporating their beaches. I've been on some phenomenal, in case you aren't a part of my Twitch, I highly recommend it. But every October, every Halloween, I will get on and tour a whole bunch of different fall Halloween themed islands. I'm always like, if I will say, if you are somebody who has a dream address for an autumn, fall, Halloweeny themed island, by all means, absolutely send me your dream code and your socials, and I would absolutely love to tour them on my Twitch stream. But yeah, so yeah, I've seen some really, really, really good people, like people who have incorporated their like beaches into their fall islands. Ugh, I know. I can't ever get behind it, and I hate myself for it. Ah, silly me. Also, here's the front of the museum. I will say the path does kind of vanish, so you may have to, like, pull it up there. And you come to another fork into the road. I know, I was like, oh my gosh, it's a whole circle. There is one circle, but it's like things like paths branch off of the said circle. So we are going to go left. A lot of lefts. A lot of going left here. So yeah, we'll go up. We've got all of this stuff. I really wanted to go with kind of simple for in front of my museum. I've done some pretty insane builds in front of my museum. I've definitely streamed them before. When I did my like medieval island, the build in front of that museum was probably my favorite build I've ever done. But I will say my second favorite build will probably be my New Leaf themed. It was probably another one of my favorite builds I ever did. But yeah, anyways, I've done some pretty good builds, some pretty interesting builds on here. I am very excited to see what it'll be like when I do our Friday the 13th one. I've kind of in the middle done like a natural mixed with like more of your like city town core. I definitely think I lean more towards town slash medieval core when it comes to my Animal Crossing islands. But also, do you see who that is? If you know, you know. He's probably talked to the Lich a couple times now, if you know what I mean. Once again, another fork. If you just come up over here, here's what else. Anyways, yeah, I'm very excited to see what this new build has in for us after this one. But here is my house. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, I definitely find myself leaning more towards medieval ones. I think this is like my second or third castle I've built. I'm no means a pro by any means. I definitely find that the more I do them, the more I find that I enjoy them. But yeah, which is surprising because I thought I would lean more into that cottage core vibe, but I'm definitely more into that medieval core vibe. Anyways, you come back down and you'll go this way. We'll eventually get to Kitty's house, but here's this. You can hop on here, do another picture op. Just depends on what you like. You can do picture op this way or picture op this way. Bam. So you come up. Spipper. You can go around and up if you are wanting to do more of like a picture from up here. Just really depends. This one's not as pretty of a view as the one down below, but it's still a pretty view, in my opinion. Anyways, you come back down, and then what you do is you go down. I know there's that fork there, but you'll take this one, and this is Kitty's house. Super cute, super simple. Like I said, all of the houses don't really have a specific episode theme. I just Really wanted to try and recreate the specific episode that I was like going off of, while also trying just to kind of create a little like village town moment. So it's kind of like a mix between Adventure Time meets like nature core on my island. It was, yeah, it's kind of a weird mix if you really think about it, but I like it. I think it turned out really cute. I'm definitely very proud of this island. I will say the most proud I've ever been in an island is my Coraline one. It's a tour I did in a previous video. I highly recommend checking it out. That one's probably the most detail-oriented island I've ever done. I'm extremely proud of the way it turned out, but honestly, I'm extremely proud the way this one turned out too. This one was really just a wing it island. I was so unsure of what I wanted to do, but I think it turned out really well. Oh my gosh, there he is again. He's following us. Here is Kitty's little flower stand for you to get some flowers. And you can sneak back here. And there is another photo op. You can do photo op there. Oh, look at Raymond. You can do photo op here. There's a whole bunch of different little photo op. Oh my god, look at them. They're so cute. The way she ran up to him. Why is Mary and Raymond literally me and my husband IRL? My husband's such a book sassy nerd. Like, he's so sassy, but he's such a book nerd. And I feel like I'm Mary with the little coffee in her hand and the bangs and everything. Why is this literally us? This is so cute. I love them. They're so cute. Oh my gosh. I'm putting this in my thumbnail. I hope you two know that. I feel like a creeper, but they're just so cute. Ugh, hold on. I gotta get a photo of this. They're so cute. Ugh. Okay. So, anyways, back on up here. You come on down, and you want to go through these trees if you want to. You're more than welcome to. And is this Cat? I thought I saw Cat. Maybe oh my gosh, I was like, I thought I saw her. Look at her. She's so cute too. Chat girl. I love her. Okay, here is another really fun photo op. And then you come and stumble upon, oh my god, that's such perfect timing. Somebody is staying here. I didn't even know somebody was staying here today. I zipped through Isabel's like little spiel that she does at the beginning, so she definitely told us. I just was not paying attention to her. Oh, I promise, Isabel, I usually listen. Also, that orchid mantis was absolutely that's a paid actor right there. I cannot with the orchid mantis. Stop. I didn't even plan for it to be there. That is so fun. But here is our campsite. And like I said, all of the codes for everything will be down below. Obviously, don't go on the beach. Don't look at those. Pretend those houses are not there. Once again, another really cute photo op. I know I keep mentioning photo ops. They're so cute. With the little ducks. In case you were wondering, so my husband didn't understand this reference and it made me really sad, and some of you guys might not. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain to you why there's two ducks. I don't know if you guys ever watched the episode where Jake is super sick and so Finn has to go out and basically find a story. So he runs into a whole bunch of different creatures. It was two ducks, the mama bear, the cow that had that weird udder, all of that. And I really wanted to add my little ducks because all I could think about was that episode, and I felt like it was a really fitting little shout out to different episodes. And you'll just take the path back along here all the way to the front. You can also have a sit literally anywhere. Alright, so you come up here. So there are two different entrances to this little area. There is this back entrance here. Hello, Lonely. Like I said, there are two entrances. You can take whichever one. Okay, so you come down. There's this whole little area. I thought this would be a fun little, like, callback to Choose Goose with all of the armor. You guys remember the episode where the good armor, where he had where Jake turned into the mom, quote unquote. Anyways, and then over here it's just a fun little witchy. I thought that would be another really fun and cute like homage to the wizard city, wizards rule, you know, kind of thing. So, alrighty. Anyways, this is Mo's place. I will let you know you cannot go into any of the houses. Or I just ask that you don't, because none of them are decorated. But yeah, so anyways, thought his house would be fun. Give it like a little town feel, you know. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and head back down. I think you guys might have seen this little fork in the road again. You can take it down, and it kind of winds around the castle, giving you some like castle photo op realness here. You can also wrap it all the way around here. There isn't really anything over here other than it being, once again, probably another fun little like photo moment. Anyways, there are two entrances to the castle. There is this back entrance, but we're gonna go ahead and head back to the front entrance. Sorry, I feel like I pronounced that really weird. We're heading back to the front entrance. So, like I said, front entrance. We've got two marvelous fountains with a little homage to my one of my first ever medieval islands I did a fun little flower garden, so I wanted to do a fun little homage to that. So yeah. Anyways, you enter through the castle gate. And here is the castle. You got the thrones here, and you just got some boxes all over the place for all the kitty cats to hide and play in. And of course, you got some jungle gym stuff for the cats to climb all over. Obviously, you got some artifacts. We already know that the cats absolutely will be pushing all of this stuff over. Cats will be cats. Yeah, you got all of this fun little stuff. And yeah, that is our little castle. And like I said, there is that back entrance you can come through, and you just go right back down it. And then you're back over here again. That concludes my island tour of our cat box kingdom. That is such a mouthful. I know it seems kind of like a chaotic all over the place island, but I just feel like that's such adventure time theme. Plus, with it being a box cat, literally cat island, I just thought chaos also was really great, because cats, if you got any cats, you know, cats are truly chaotic evil. They are the goofiest of goofs ever. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, we are going to start our new island here very, very soon, probably within the next week here, once I get this one demolished. I am not a restarter. I know a lot of people have told me to, but I can't do it, especially now that I finally got all these cat villagers. I don't want any other villagers, I only want the cat villagers here. But yeah, so highly recommend, if you haven't already, checking out my Twitch and my TikTok, because I do stream on both. If you guys would like to watch that in real time, like I said, I will be doing everything I can to make sure that I get those VODs up for you guys as well, so they will be here as well if you do end up missing that stream. I also do have Instagram and a Discord as well. All of my links are down below in that description box, so if you want to go ahead and check out any of my other platforms, I would absolutely love to have you there. Also, if you haven't already, I would be really grateful if you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you can be notified every time I do post any of those VODs and any of my other island tours. And honestly, any of the other games I plan on playing. I'm really trying to get into the groove of posting more videos here on YouTube, so would really love to have you guys here for that. Also, if you don't mind giving this video a like, share it with some of your friends you think would get a kick out of this island theme, or just would like to get some inspiration from it, and leave a comment down below what you would like to see in me when it comes to any other video games or any other island themes. I've done on general just about every theme you can think of, but I'm always down to put my own little twist on any theme you can think of sending my way. But yeah, I am grateful you guys are here. As y'all already know, Karma ain't nobody's best friend. She's gonna do whatever she wants, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.